Does it work now? Hello? Yes, it does. Yay! Getting all the wrong stuff sorted before the stream. Perfect. Righto, welcome everybody to the really amazing Cars Rally. I want to call this the highlight of the 2025 RBR season. It's the third iteration, I think, of the rally. It is at least the third iteration that I'm taking part in. Excuse me. We are looking at 330 kilometers in overall length, split up into 5 legs, which is again split up into 35 stages. And I'll try to do leg 1 and 2 tonight. And it is, all the cars in the rally are from the early 1990s or earlier. And we drive, as was the thing back then, with no pace notes. Right, here we are, starting with Cricket. It's gonna be damp gravel to begin with, and then 2 asphalt stages afterwards, which we will also be driving with the same tires on. Now, do I have a... No, I've only got a snow setup. Right, well, let's go with the default gravel setup then. How hard can it be? Right,
3, 2, 1, go.
And away we go. And already you can hear the unmistakable Logitech clacker from the steering wheel. Hi Kev, welcome along. And thank you, I might need a bit of luck to get through this. Because, as I said, this is the third time I'm taking part in this rally, or in this kind of event. And I have yet to finish the complete event, so hoping that third time is the charm. It's a good thing that we start with a stage that I know reasonably well then. Should make it a bit easier to get properly into things. think I've lost the rear wing. That isn't on the car. Well, by all means, you do lose the rear differential on the front-wheel drive car as well in this game, so... I don't think we will suffer that much. Yeah, the downforce, I know. And, you know, knowing the stage doesn't necessarily mean that I will not do mistakes on it. Getting the lines completely wrong. Oops. Well, we got it around the hairpin at least. No. Nah. I thought that bush was a solid one. Thankfully it wasn't.
made it.
I do from time to time forget that this is on gravel and not asphalt. I am most used to drive this stage on asphalt. And I have been considerably faster through here with the Audi in the past. No, but still not too bad. I was going to say that it was annoying that I am behind Viestur, but at the same time not, because the Group B car should be a little bit faster. Hi, Frico Trico. That's a fun name. Welcome along and thank you very much. It's an okay start by Kim, and he's doing a very good time to begin with. Yeah, 10 seconds behind Oka in the Mazda. Hachi with no notes. Yep. Yeah, well, in the Group A class, I'm not that badly positioned. I do have a few retirements already, so yeah, no, pretty happy with that. 11th fastest on the first stage is good. And then we continue with 7. Yeah, I think it's 7. And if it's not, it should be. Hi, Kotsuo. Welcome along.
3, 2, 1, go.
It didn't slide fully as much as I wanted it to. Now this is the same way that they drove through Sweet Lamb in the Roger Albert Clark rally a few weeks ago. I don't think the handbrake did help anything into the hairpin there, but oops, that doesn't seem like it hurt anything either. Whoops. Hi tractor, welcome along. We have put some battle scars on the car already, but 11th fastest overall on the first stage. So it's not too bad. Still getting used to the car.
Okay, take it to the control.
Because I think these are the first stages I drive online with the car. 'Cause I've driven like 2 or 3 stages offline with it. I did find it to be quite a fun car to drive. 7th through here. 11 seconds behind the fastest time. Happy with that. 6 seconds behind Kim. That is most acceptable. Viester should also know this stage quite well because we did use this stage quite a bit in the race department club back in the days. 3 seconds ahead of Hachi. Nice. Now we're in a good position so far. Hi Leandro, welcome along. No notes on the Delta. Yeah, well, the first time I drove this rally was in the 2021 edition, and I drove the Audi 200 in that. I did not get all the way through. And the 2023 edition, I drove the Lancia Stratos. I did not get through that rally either. But the Delta was quite fun when I tested it earlier in the week, so I figured this is the car for this year. So up to 8th position overall. 4th position in Group A. And we have a 20-minute repair stop before we head to Pembrey. Which means that we get the car nice and straight again for the spectator stage, so we can look good in all the pictures and everything. I know it well in the opposite direction. Yeah, well, yeah, that is the most used direction. And I just realized that that is you, isn't it, Mr. VP? It's difficult with the YouTube and changing around the way of the usernames. Right, do we go with a gravel setup or do we go with the with an asphalt setup? Nah, we'll go with the gravel setup. Makes the car a bit softer. It also means that I will not be locking up continuously everywhere because of the gravel tires.
3,
Because the brake
2,
pressures are a little bit lower.
1, go. And 1.
Oh. supposed to not lock up. And there's a hole in the ground. Well, I'm not able to put the car out into the really wild power slides as I can do with the Audi or the Escort Cosworth. That might possibly be for the better. That being said, really battling with understeer as well. You guys can't see it, of course, I can't hear it either, but I'm sitting here grinning. Nope, the handbrake doesn't help. Wide hairpin. been a while since I've been through this stage the last time. And, I mean, I could have practiced it because it is, I think, the only stage that we knew 100% was going to be in the game, in the rally beforehand. So it's not like I haven't had any reason to practice either. A bit too early.
Okay, take it to the control.
A cut. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that you could cut there either until I watched Janne drive through there a long time ago. Yeah, no, fairly decent. Of course, quite a bit down the leaderboard because of that overshoot as well. Now I had a 8:22, so that is, yeah, about a minute behind the top. A good half a minute behind Oka as well. So this is gonna send me down the leaderboard a bit. Yeah, well, not that far actually. I did expect to be further down. Yep, fourth in class. 16 seconds ahead of Nate in the Audi. And for now, the top Lancia Delta. Nice. It seems like Hachi lost even more time on this stage than I did. Okay, I'm gonna throw the sweater before we start the next time through Pembury. Yep. Let's move on, shall we? Second run through Pembury.
Three, two, one, go. And one.
Again, there was some half a pace note. Hi Hugo, welcome along. Almost did it again. No. Oh, lucky. I thought that was going to be a head-on with the tire stack at the end there. Well, she's understeery, Hugo. Massively understeery. I've used up quite a bit of front tires, well, rear tires too, over the first few kilometers of this. Yeah. That was actually felt like the handbrake was working in that hairpin. Hi Fred, welcome along. Writing Christmas cards, yeah. Yeah, it is the time to do that, really, isn't it? So that you know that it will actually get to the recipient before Christmas. Well, that one was not as nice as the other ones.
Oof, made it.
Yeah, no, that is a significant improvement. That's like 17 seconds faster than the first time through, isn't it? Yeah, exactly 17 seconds. Whew. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. But it's still only good enough for 18th position overall on the stage. Very worn rear tires, yeah, on the Volvo, I can imagine. And I'm just 1/10 over or ahead of the Lada VFDS. So 4 seconds behind Antti in here. And Nate. So, Hachi a lot better in this one. Yeah. Right, this puts me into 10th position overall. 18 seconds behind Vistur. Almost a minute behind Oka. But in a good battle with Raidinator and Nate. We get some more repairs done, and then we head into Cricken for the second time. And it's gonna be damp for the next 2 stages, so we'll stay with the intermediates. That's gonna be fine. Yeah, let's jump into it.
Three, two, one, go.
See if we can be a bit cleaner this time around then, compared to the previous one. He says sending the car out sideways straight away. Yeah, we didn't ding that barrier this time. Or was it this one? No, it was the other one. try to carry too much speed. Hi, by the way, to DDT there as well. How did the Pembrey runs go? Well, I was slow on the first one and outbraked myself into a junction as well, so I had to reverse. So I was like 29th or something on the first run, and then 18th, I think, on the second run. So I wasn't as confident at Pembrey as I am around here. And again, try to carry a bit too much speed into the hairpin. Well, I carried too much speed into the hairpin. That was the issue. I didn't brake enough. Oh. That one, of course I stalled it. Well. So that was a Scandinavian just without the flick.
Alright, get her to the control.
Look like bullet holes. Well, Scandinavian flop. And despite that, I was actually faster this time than I was the first time through. Oh my. And again, I don't know why I'm looking at the times of other drivers, because ultimately this rally is more about just sticking to your own pace and getting through the entire thing. But yeah, no, 13th on this one. So a couple of positions further down the leaderboard compared to the first time through. Love the Cordoba loading screen. Yes. Most of my loading screens are pictures that I've saved from the Undercord picture thread. I do have a lot of pictures of Norwegian rally cars as well in there. Marmotte in the Skoda 130 this time. Speaking of Skodas, there we go. Nice and steady going. That's good. Still, this is good enough for 10th position overall. Yeah, no, 58th position at this point is not bad at all, Hugo. Nice. Ah. In the Lada. Right, last stage of leg one. Let's do this one before I take a quick toilet break.
Three, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, could have been better. Could have been worse too. using the scenery to good effect. Haven't quite learned still this corner.
Okay, take it to the control.
Point 0.3 of a second faster this time. Assisted banking steering. Right, 8th fastest on that one. 12 seconds of a beat. Yeah, no, that is good. That's a good way to end leg. And what has been a good leg overall. Yep, do agree with that. So this puts me up in the 9th position overall at the end of the leg, which is good enough for a 4th position in class. Have done something to the graphics? No, I haven't really. I'm running everything on, well, pretty much maximum. So I don't run anything bigger or better than I usually do. Well, anyway, I do need a quick toilet break, so I'll leave you with the external cameras through Sweet Lamp, and I'll be right back. Some of these corners looked a lot more purposeful and deliberate in the replay compared to how it felt when I was driving. Right, quick start of a stage to get the overlay up and running again, and then we'll jump back into the rally for leg 2. So leg 1 was 54.7 kilometers in overall length. Leg 2 will be with another 6 stages, but the overall length of this leg is going to be 69.9 kilometers. Right, thanks for tuning in, DDT. Best of luck for your drive as well. And I'll catch you later. Right, so it's only bodywork to repair. That's always good. Yeah, well, it is 1.1 too little, isn't it? Because 71 is even better. Right, my herein is the first stage of leg number 2. And I already forgot to look at the tire choices and everything. I just clicked drive. Yeah, well, we locked the gravel wet. Okay, so I don't really need to do anything with setup or anything then. Yeah, okay. So we can do the repair again. All right. Let's go back to my errand then.
3, 2, 1, go.
There is this wheel on the cable to my headset, which you can adjust the volume going into the headset itself. And I apparently have brushed that when I took the headset on or off before or on after the little pit stop I had. Because the sound at the start of this stage was really loud. Didn't slide as much as I anticipated.
Made it.
Whew. I really do like this stage. Such a fun stage to drive. Although, yeah, of course, those times are in the dry. So I've been there with the Lancia before. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Well, it is love-hate relationship, mostly hate. Well, I can see it be a difficult stage for because there are quite a lot of dangers and such along the way. But I really do like this stage. I felt like I was driving quite fast too, but so is seemingly everybody else. Oh wow. 501. 458 for Nico in the Ascona. Yikes. Well, I am one position down in class then. Yeah, some people really do know this stage. th fastest in class on this one. So I do wonder if I would have been doing better with the Audi, but yeah, the Audi is for SRM. Well, I'm still 8th overall, so I have passed someone at the same time that the Raidenator has passed me. Well, there might be somebody who's who are ahead of me who hasn't started leg 2 yet. Right, 15 seconds up then and 20 seconds down. Find myself in an Audi sandwich. And of course Tommy is the one who is leading the class at the moment. I got about a minute down to Hutchie and to Antti. Yeah, and the first time through Sweet Lamb Hafren 1. And you know, when a 22 kilometer stage is not the one that is called the long one at the end of the rally, I do fear for what the long one might be. And also this one is going to be wet, so we will be in with even less grip than we had on the previous stage. So a quick sip of something to drink, and then we'll jump into stage number 8. And just like Tractor yesterday, I will not be even attempting to pronounce the stage name of stage number 10. Yeah, I do remember it being in the middle of the rally somewhere in 2023 when I crashed with the Stratos on the stage. Don't remember which direction though.
3, 2, 1, go.
What do you mean, Hugo? This is a nice stage. Well, it is a nice stage, it's just the distance of it makes it a bit taxing. It is difficult enough with pace notes. Yeah, no, my very first meet with Sheridan was the opposite direction in that 2021 edition of the RAC. Right. Catch you later, Mister. Thanks for tuning in. You know, we drove it this direction in 2023, because that was the corner I crashed in with the Stratos. Just carried too much speed through the corner and got a face full of tree on the exit. Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Yeah, that's right, it was RAD last year. And that hairpin where I almost went off this time was where the opposite direction my first RAC ended with the Audi 200, because I did not expect a hairpin. So I went off, slid down the bank a little bit, and then I hit an invisible wall that took out radiator and water pump and the oil pump and everything. The 2021 RAC was also my first experience with Sherwood Forest. I really did enjoy that experience, because it was a brand new stage for me, but at the same time I knew exactly what was coming up, because of the way the stage is created. That hairpin section was painful, but it wasn't as painful with this car as it was with the Audi. Yeah, you could be right with that Leon Galan thing tractor. I seem to remember that being a thing. Scrubbing away just enough speed. Was you? Yeah, sorry. I just read it somewhat with the corner of my eye. I'm not focusing that much on the avatar. Okay, time to back off a little bit, because I've been going a bit too far outside the comfort zone in a few corners there now. So tempting to just cut across the forest to the left there. But going zigzag between the trees will not be any faster than just going the road around. exactly.
Oof, made it.
Yeah,
Left
made
6.
it. But that was also a couple of places where we could just as well have not made it. Yeah, 2 minutes and a bit behind the Subaru Impreza. However, it's still 82.5 kilometers an hour in average pace through the stage, without pace notes. So, but happy with that. 15th fastest on the stage. I am a minute and a minute and 35 seconds down on the fastest time through. Yeah, Nico had a call for help, and he still was half a minute faster than I am. Was. Nate with a good stage time there too. Yeah, Ante was into the river and still had a call for help, and he's still ahead of me, well ahead of me on this one. Ah, of course it's reduced damage. Right, I'd forgotten about that. 29th. Yep. Another good position, Hugo. Oh, Hachi was quite a bit down. Yeah, 58 drivers who made it through. There's a rather big number of retirements on the stage. It means that I'm still 8th in the overall. Huh. Oh, it is realistic. Yeah, okay. So whoever's comment I read was wrong then. But yeah, no. 8 so far. And locked in a great battle with Nate then. In the Audi. And I have moved up into 3rd position in class. Because Raidinator has retired. Yep, and then first time through different. Okay, so it's CMC Media Kumis Gowan. Huh. Right. Well, I can read the chat later. Yeah, this is the
3,
stage
2,
that I've been
1,
practicing
go.
on, actually. Well, I say practicing. I have driven it a couple of times to try to get cleanly through so I could get the screenshots I needed for the thumbnail.
Okay, take it to the control.
Phew. That's always a fun stage to drive. I have been faster through here in the past. In practice conditions with better tires and everything to begin with. Small hanging valley in Wales. Ah, I see. Oh, oh, oh! I just looked at the times. Huh. Well, that was surprising. Given the pace of the opposition and everything around there. Antti with a really good time there too. Missed a junction twice. Does that mean that he overshot or did go the wrong way in the same junction 2 times, or two separate junctions? Yeah, it looks like most people were pushing a little bit too much, maybe. Big fat dummy 2024. There's some fun usernames in all of this. We're into the retirement list now. Ah, good. Good. Through a little bit slower than the Super Rally time, but still. You're in good company, because there was quite a few drivers who were behind the Super Rally time. But better to Super Rally than to get through and not Super Rally. Well, it didn't do anything position-wise, but it did pull me half a minute clear of Nate. That's that stage. Still in provisional third. Some bodywork repairs done. We do get to change tires for this one. Which is one of the stages that I do fear. But then again, it's mostly about surviving still, so...
Three, two, one, go.
I know of one driver in the field that will have a slight advantage over everyone else on this particular stage. That would be Mr. Ed Hartley. we already into the flat out part? Yeah, I think we are. Putting this stage in the fog as well, that is evil. Carried more pace than more speed than I thought I had into that big junction. Good thing it was one of the few places where there's quite a bit of extra space.
Alright, get her to the control.
Well, we survived the stage. But I guess that time will be horribly slow. Yeah, well. Well, 20th. And it is indeed behind quite a few drivers. Proper RAC feeling, yeah. That much is true. Yeah, I did beat Ed, but then again, there is a tiny difference in our cars. There's nothing scarier than a straight line on an unfamiliar stage. Yeah, at that stage it was the complete opposite of the previous one. With that being said, I'm only 24 seconds behind Tommy. And I am almost call for help. Almost a full minute ahead of Nate. Which means that Antti is now closer in the class. Like 40 seconds behind. And I'm up to 7th position overall. Not quite sure who I've passed. But it's a positional gain. And the second time through Svetlamb Hafren. Right, clean my nose, quick sip of something to drink, and then we'll jump back out into the longest stage of the leg. Right, let's do this. Let's try to not retire on Sjørdin for once.
3, 2,
Just once in your
1,
RAC career.
go.
That would be nice. No, Fred, it's a standalone rally. I have linked it in the description of the live stream. And if you are on the Jan Accord Discord channel, there is a separate channel for the RAC rally down the leaderboard, or down the list there. The Really Amazing Cars rally. Nope. And again, we're using the scenery to adjust the line of the car through the corner. Kinda like using a snowbank on a winter stage, though in a slightly different way. Ah, you found it, great. Yep, using the ABS again. the snowbanks swallow you in the winter stages. Yeah, it's all about the technique. Now that's a corner or a hairpin where if I'd been in the Audi and went in the way I did, it would just have continued to pull the car sideways through the corner. Kind of like a rear-wheel drive car. Well, both the Audi and the Escort Cosworth is like that. Well, that didn't I have no idea what that was, actually. Nope. It wasn't that super tight one.
Made it.
Well, speaking of significant improvement from the first time through the stage,
Left 6.
that's 41 seconds quicker the second time through. That is how much practice and confidence does. Wow. Walter is no higher. Yeah. Seven seconds behind Nate. That is, I'm okay with that. High speed crush and a call for help. And he's still 15 seconds ahead of me. We just stood half a minute ahead. And Antti is almost a full minute ahead, so Antti goes by me then. Gets past me in the overall on this stage. On the overall and on in the class, of course. Yep, I do agree with that, Hugo. Oh, and Hachi retired. Close to the end of the stage too. Right, down to 8th position overall then. Fourth position in class, or in Group A at least. Group A 8. I don't know. I don't remember if it's just a Group A8 in this class in the rally itself. I don't remember. But still, only 19 seconds behind Lanti. And there's still plenty of kilometers to go through the entire rally. So, like the last SRM rally, we might be locked in a bit of a battle with him.
3, 2, 1, go.
Last stage of the evening then. Let's make it a good one.
Okay, take it to the control.
Whew. That's a bit of a push. I do really like this stage. As you can tell, I've with the with the push, Yeah, slightly behind Tommy this time, but yeah, now third fastest on the stage so far. That is quite a bit further up the leaderboard than I expected to be. And I did catch back up 4 seconds to Antti, so it's now down to 15. So that is good. Oh, the Group A cars might be in a separate class of their own in here. In this rally, that might be true. I don't remember it fully with the from the what you call it, from the PDF. Ah. Nice. So this leaves me in 8th position overall then, at the end of the at the end of leg 2, 4th position in class, 14 seconds behind Mr. Antti, who did get faster in the at least at the second run through Sweet Lamp. Rally leg finished. Great stuff. Righto, that will be it for this one. We are scheduled to do some R-Factor 2 racing at Overtake tomorrow, but I don't think we are that many drivers signed up. So I might end up doing this race instead. Doing leg part number 3. Part number 2, leg 3. Sorry. Because leg 3 is the longest leg of the rally with 81 kilometers all in all. So I might do that as a separate live stream and then do the last 2 legs as one. But yeah, no, that will be it for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do have a look at GP laps decimating my times in half an hour or so. Because him and I are, or Jake and I are driving in the same class for this rally. He with the Audi 200. But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Do enjoy whatever is left of your Wednesday, and I will catch you all later. So take care then, and goodbye.